At sa pagpapatuloy ng ating pagtutok sa ating PBA Governors Cup, nandito pa rin tayo sa loob ng Inares Center sa Antipolo para nga po pagpatuloy ang ating PBA Friday dito sa RPTV. Si George King nag-uumpisa na ma-figure out talaga ano ba ang kanya magiging papel para dito sa San Miguel. 2-0 na sila. Kanilang makakatapat ngayon ang 3-0 naman na Converge FiberXers led by Justin Arana. Streakbuster ang gustong ipapatunayan ng magkalaban ngayong gabi. And after 19 games through 10 game days, nandirito na po ang tambalang inaabangan ng mga 8 na PBA fans. Kakwento
Wala na ba?
Mga 8 na sila.
Dumadami kayo!
Andito na po ang katabi natin si Dominic Uy.
Mago itong dalawang komponen na ito. Obviously ito, itong San Miguel Beermen gusto makabawi. And Converge, dun sa nangyari sila in the previous conference. And so far, itong dalawang komponen, gaya nga na sinabi mo, yung isa magtutuloy ng streak, yung isa makakuha ng unang pagkatalo.
San Miguel going for 3 in a row. Itong Converge going for 4 in a row naman. And this is going to be action coming out of Group A.
O Group A, makikita natin in our team standings, which will be showing in a little bit. Itong dalawang komponan are in Group A na merong 7 komponan. And they will have the 12-game elimination round. Top 6 will advance. Pero tingnan natin, previous game ng San Miguel Beermen. You look at that, 76 starter points, 66 points in the first half. Pero montik na sila dun sa Terra Firma. They lost. They only won by 5 points. And the Terra Firma made that big comeback in the end. So sigurado itong San Miguel na kinabahan ng konti in that previous game. Let's see kung natuto na sila and they'll be able to play more consistent basketball in the second half.
That was a little bit too close for comfort para dito sa San Miguel Beermen. Pero ang maganda lang para sa kanila, si George King sumasabog na, nag-iinit na, nagsisimula na bumalik yung kanyang scoring ways.
Well, itong si George King, especially towards the end of that ball game, nung kinakailangan nila ng puntos, siya ang nakapag-deliver ng puntos para sa San Miguel Beermen. George King, against Terra Firma, he had 37 points, 9 of 19 from the field, attacking the basket, going strong, and able to get those points. Yun na nga, 37 points, 14 rebounds, and then dun sa kanyang field goals, nakadalawa pa siya from the 4-point area, and then 9 of 19 in total from the field. So 47%, that's pretty good shooting para kay George King.
So George King and the rest of the Beermen looking to continue their winning ways sa kanilang pagtapat nga dito sa Converge. Nanuhuli natin nakita. They shot the lights out of the Coliseum. Grabe, 149 points lang naman ang kanilang binuhos kontra Macau.
Well, you gotta love them being able to flex their muscle, right? 149 points, hindi yan basta-basta. And then, tignan mo yung field goal. 111 attempts. And then 60% from the field. Dominating the boards, 62 rebounds, 38 assists. So that means also, hindi sila nagkanya-kanya. They moved that ball. And then 112 points in the paint. That could be a record, right? That could be definitely a record of 112 points in the paint for Converge. And really maximizing yung kanilang twin towers in Arana and Baltasar. You gotta love how they're playing beautiful music together. And so far, the first 3 games nitong Converge, the locals have been solid.
So Converge looking to go 4-0. SMB looking to go 3-0 as we bring you the second game of your PBA Friday dito sa RPTV.
Cup of your PBA 50. Our second game for this evening features the San Miguel Beermen versus the Converge FiberXers. Let us now meet the starters first for the San Miguel Beermen. Point guard from Alcala, Pangasinan, number 7, Jeric Ahanmisi. Shooting guard from Bautista, Pangasinan, number 77, CJ Perez. Small forward from Santiago, Ilocos Sur, number 13, Marshall Listener. Power forward is the Beermen's reinforcement number 94, George King. And at center from Tabaco City, Albay, number 91, Rodney Brodial. Coaching the Beermen is Leo Austria. It is now time to meet the starters for the Converge FiberXers. Point guard from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 11, MJ Garcia. Shooting guard from Mandaluyong City, number 1, Juan Gomez del Niño. Small forward is the FiberXers reinforcement, number 5, Jalen Hudson. Power forward from Mabalacan City, Pampanga, number 19, Justin Baltazar. And at center from Basut, Camarines Norte, number 15, Justin Arana. Coaching the FiberXers is Dennis Pineda. Game officials are Peter Balao, Carlo Vergara.
Referees for tonight, Balao, Vergara, Vipinoso, and Arlegui. Same starting unit ang gagamitin ni interim coach Peter Martinez. Coach Leo Austria is still in sick bay. Sa kabila naman, second start para kay Juan Gomez de Leaño, and for the first time, magsasabay sila ngayon ni MJ Garcia.
Of your Converge, ito yung isa sa mga pinakaabangan mong laro in your schedule. They will be playing the San Miguel Beermen twice kasi nga double round robin dun sa mga kagrupo mo in this conference.
Ball is up and in play. Rodney Brondial won the tap, but it was MJ Garcia who came out of the scrum with possession.
Well, let's look at Converge. How have they been winning ball games? They have really been outscoring them. Obviously, itong kanilang mga kalaban averaging close to 120 points. That's 119.7. Number 1 sila sa fast break points. 32.3 fast break points a ball game. And then they're actually taking care of that basketball with only 10.3 turnovers per game.
Kaninang simula, binabanggit mo rin yung kanilang pasahan. Kita mo naman, paniran na ni Arana, pinamigay pa. Di tuloy nagbunga. Ahanmisi to CJ Perez for the first basket of the game.
Also number 1 in the assist department, 31.7. And alam mo yung baguhin dun sa fast break, 32.3, di ba? Yung susunod sa kanila yung NLEX, 23.3, so 9 points away. Ang laking gap nun.
Baltazar tries a 3. Arana is there to clean it up.
Second chance points for Converge, averaging 14 second chance points. And that's the thing. You need to be able to box out these big men. Why? Because they're very active, both Arana and Baltazar.
Sayang lang at hindi pa 100% si Junmar Fajardo. Masusubukan sana yung Just Twins netong Converge. But Junmar saw a few minutes last game. Tignan natin if he gets more tonight as CJ rattles home the 3.
15 minutes for Junmar Fajardo in their previous game, and they're slowly trying to bring him back into game shape. Alam naman natin, Junmar, you know, he's very deadly, but they don't want to rush things.
Yung tres na yun, pangalawang tres of the tournament pa lang para dito kay Perez. He was 1 for 7 before that for 14%.
Kaya mo yun.
Gomez slays it.
Kaya mo yun. Yung kay Juan Gomez de Leaño.
Kahit 25 years old, 25 years ago, hindi.
Pero alam mo, Tico, kaya mo kay Juan, yung sapatos.
Ang kintab, hindi rin kaya.
Hindi rin kaya.
Hindi rin kaya. It takes a certain level of athlete to pull that off. Diba? Gintong-ginto eh. As Jericho Anmisi lights it up on the other end. Sinagot kagad niya si Juan.
Anmisi, what I like about him coming to the San Miguel Beermen, binigyan ng opportunity and he's not hesitating. Right? Kasi alam mo, mahirap na maglaro sa isang koponan na malakas, that everybody is good. Because limited yung minuto mo. And if you're not able to produce, there's another guy on the bench that is ready na itap ng coach to come in.
And more than able.
Yes.
Actually, ready and able at that.
So kailangan yung efficiency mo parating mataas.
Juan versus Jerry. They jump it all the way across to MJ, who bounces it inside to Arana. Brondial ang bantay. Tutulong si Perez. He spins away from the double. Big block by Brondial. Shot clock goes off on Converge.
Really gotta appreciate yung defense itong si Rodney Brondial. It doesn't matter if it's the best scoring local or an import. He will make it difficult for you to score.
Silyado defense of the game natin yan. Atid sa atin ang Pioneer Elastosil. Silyado ang bubong. Anumang panahon. 8-4, San Miguel doubling up on Converge. As CJ dives in, rises up, and he is scoring at will.
Well, he likes that matchup. He's got 7 points in the ball game, 7 of the 10 ng San Miguel Beermen.
So far this season, season 50, San Miguel has had the number of Converge as Hudson misses. Philippine Cup, tinalo nila ang Converge 96-90. Commissioner's Cup, it was San Miguel once again 103-99. And CJ exclamates that run with a jam.
You can see the San Miguel Beermen has come out with a lot of energy dito. Sa first quarter pa lang, CJ Perez really taking control of this basketball game. 9 of the 12 galing kay CJ Perez.
Averaging 21.5 per ball game, 9 na. 3 minuto at sukli pa lang ang pumapasok sa second game ng ating PBA Friday. Mapapahiling ng timeout si Coach Delta at ang Converge.
LGR, our official outfitter. Healthy and Pure Brand, our official hydration partner. Jeanette Patek, our official IT partner. Our valued licensees, PBA Rush and Signal, World Balance, Daily Fantasy.
Nagbabalik tayo dito sa Inares Center in Antipolo para sa tapatang San Miguel at Converge. Now coming into today, iisa lang ang sigaw ni Head Coach Peter Martin or Interim Head Coach Peter Martin, and it is that everyone plays well against SMB. Dagdag nga niya, it is talent that allowed them to get the 2-0 record, but it is the same talent that also has been allowing them to be complacent and relaxed with the 15 points in the third quarter of their last game as the perfect example. Sabi nga ni Coach Peter, alam na natin ang kwento na yan at hindi siya pwede mangyari against Converge and their Twin Towers. The 77 points in the paint on the average coming from offensive rebounds, fast break points, and inside points of the Twin Towers ang kanilang binabantayan today. As Coach Peter says, we need to limit the disparity. We are in third place with 57 points in the paint, so more or less we have 20 points to slash. Balik sa inyo.
Yung kinikwento nga ni Miss Aileen, yung third quarter of that San Miguel game versus Terra Firma, 27-15 yung disparity. That coming off a 44-point second quarter na San Miguel. Bigla, bumagsak yung kanilang mga numero.
You let off the gas, right? Because you're so talented, there's a tendency to let off the gas a little bit. Then alam mo, kaya-kaya mo makabalik. And sometimes that hole is too deep. It's a lot harder. So, ang challenge parate, we mentioned, ang challenge pag part ka ng isang kupunan na malakas is you have to be more and more efficient. Ang challenge sa coaches ng isang team na malakas is how to keep your team sharp and motivated all the time and how to bring out the best in them when you need to distribute yung mga minuto. Kasi 5 tao lang pwede maglaro at the same time.
San Miguel, of course, coming off a disappointing showing in the previous conference, which was the Commissioner's Cup. Yung Converge, syempre, disappointed din dahil di man lang umabot sa playoffs. Pero yung San Miguel...
Lalo na nung previous conference, saan sila nanggaling, di ba?
Pero yung San Miguel, kasi, yun nga, hanggang quarters lang. Yung quarters, hindi San Miguel basketball yun. Parang, di ba, hindi successful tournament para sa kanila.
Not at all. Kailangan finals. Actually, kailangan champion.
Actually, di ba?
Nothing less than a championship.
Arana trying to clean this one up. Lundagan, parang pabitin ang laban. Nakuha ni Brondial. Ahanbisi on the move, gives it to Lassiter. 3-ball, Marshall with only second make of the tournament. But look at the San Miguel fans, they know it.
Tingin ko nakashoot yung Lassiter kasi kinamayan ka kanina eh.
Siyempre, idol natin yan. Hudson, over at the other side. Jury still out on this import para sa Converge.
Maguhing sinasabi ni Aileen kanina, di ba? Napaka-importante para sa San Miguel. Alamin nila na every time kalaban kayo, the other teams need to bring their A-game. And that's, kumbaga, mamarkahan mo sa kalendaryo eh. Kung kailan mo kakalabanin ng San Miguel. Kasi that's a game that you really look forward to because that is the strongest team.
King, chased off the line by Garcia. They go to the other side. Jamming for 3. Nope. Brondial with yet another rebound. Lassiter down the middle, pulls up, 14-footer is good.
Spreading that floor well, and itong Converge, makikita mo, half a step slower than the San Miguel Beermen. Hindi pa sila makamatch up nung kanilang intensity.
Binabanggit mo kanina, gaano ka-deadly ang Converge on the run. Right now, it's an 11-0 advantage for the Beermen pagdating sa fast break scoring. Hudson finally breaks the silence para sa Converge.
You know, we've talked about Hudson, that game against Terra Firma, only 2 points. They didn't need his production to be able to get that win, but in games like this, they're going to need to get his production, and this is going to be a test once again for him.
Tandaan natin, as King drowns himself after the corner 3, etong si Hudson, very capable. He scored a PBA career high 56. Last time he was here, nung kalaban din niyang Converge.
Tama.
When he was still with TNT. Hudson gets his hands on it. He has bounced back. 12 puntos in 18 minutes last time around versus
Wow. Yan yung sinasabi natin, yung Twin Tower passing na ginagawa nitong Converge. Arana, Baltasar, it's so difficult to stop them, and both of them move with the ball and without that basketball.
King gliding through for this one. And he's all pumped up on this Friday in Antipolo doon.
Kita mo, he's got a different look in his eyes in today's ball game. That focus, that intensity.
He debuted with the Beermen with 30 points, followed it up with 37 last time we saw him. Right now, he's going to work early here para sa San Miguel Beermen. So King now with 7 on 50% shooting from the field. Will take care of the bonus. He has matched the total of Converge here. The Beermen, nakaisang kauna. Wawalo pa lang na-score ng FiberXers. Baltasar for 3. Short. Rebound King. Pitches it out to Marcio. Lassiter stop and pop. Doesn't work. Brondial with a save.
They're first to the ball in everything.
CJ was looking for Ahanmisi. Play broken up. Stockton now on the floor, off the bench, and Stockton goes all the way.
I like this timeout by Coach Peter Martin. He feels that the tide is a little bit changing, calls a timeout to be able to stop this momentum ng Converge.
24-10, San Miguel by 14, under 5 remaining in the first.
Go. On that corner three, I'm kick out, shoot it. Stop. Jeric, get you first. Go. We're good. Just wanted just a blow. Okay, we're doing this next. Marshall, you're here. CK, you're here. Coming down the ball.
We're a really good offensive team, but defense won it for us in the last minute. These guys stepped up defensively. George King got a layup, which so hard. The whole night he was having a hard time getting a layup. Pero tonight it was the defense.
Yun talaga ang nagsalba sa San Miguel nung kanilang huling outing versus Terra Firma after that furious comeback by the Jeep.
And that's what you need. You need to be able to play both ends of the floor. And yun parati ang curse, di ba, ng malakas na team that is high-power team offensively. You think that you can outscore all of the teams, and you can. But you need to be able to play defense. And ito, ang isang highlight natin, Magu.
Play of the half yan, hatid sa atin ang Sports Plus.
I love how he grounds himself after he's made a good play.
So far, crown count natin this game, 2. Hindi ba pwedeng papalitan yung strap ng crown ni George King? Para hindi ayos ng corona. Yung
Parati nang nakakabit?
Oo, eh. Yung kanina, corner 3, nag-ayos ng corona. Pagkataktak, nag-ayos ng corona. King again. Pang-corona na naman ba gagawin niya? Bibigay niya kay CJ. He's perfect so far from the field and stays that way.
You talk about rhythm, you talk about San Miguel moving that basketball, sharing it and making things so easy.
CJ now 5 for 5 from the field, a dozen points across his name. What a start para dito kay CJ.
Coach Peter Martin talking about the defense, right? So far, they've only allowed 29% from the field para dito sa Converge. Fast break points for the San Miguel Beermen.
Iniimbestigahan itong foul na to. Kung regular foul ba o unspo. Titignan, was there a play on the ball?
Okay.
17 abante ng San Miguel, the largest of the game.
You know, as the games go by, we will be trying to explain the new rules that we are applying. You know, patterning it after more the FIBA. And even the referees will have some time of adjustment para dito. So gaya nga nung nangyari kahapon, di ba? Isang unsportsmanlike foul at isang technical foul. That means you're out of the playing court already. Happened to Richie Rivero.
Nagbanta na rin si Boss kung Willie Marshall sa'yo. Malapit ka na rin daw
Upon
matropa.
review,
Ako?
it's a foul on number
Ikinain ko
5,
nga yung binigay
Jalen
niya.
Hudson.
Yeah.
Substitution
Kaya natingnan
for
kayo.
Oh.
So regular foul, whistle there. As both coaches are now rotating their players. Junmar is on the floor. Paulo Hernandez is there as well para sa San Miguel. At saka si Don Trollano. Sa kabila naman si Archie Concepcion, Calvin Abueva. Stockton is there as well. Si Mikey nagbalik. Junmar, first touch. Goes across. King for three. Nope. Junmar with a board. Walang pumulot na mga nakaputi. CJ 5 for 5. 2 for 2 from deep. That's his first miss tonight. Abueva para sa board.
Kaya pinasok nitong si Calvin Abueva to try to be a game changer. Change the pace, make some big plays, and get the momentum on the side of Converge.
Arana with a rebound. He backs up against Sabay. Up, under, forced to pass it out. Stockton bounces down low. Archie off the back door.
Great read by Concepcion there going back door.
Now Converge needs some stops. CJ. Bibigay kay Celedonio. Here comes King. Timo Bradon.
Every time he touches that basketball, he's looking to shoot.
Stockton faking the pass. Huli pa rin ang inabot kay Don. Stockton not giving up on it. Three-point play opportunity para kay Alec.
Didn't seem like committed siya dun sa una niyang tira. But he was committed to get that rebound and get back that 2 points.
Stockton scoreless in the first 2 games of Converge this tournament. Pero last time na makita natin sila, 15 puntos ang ambag niya. He is averaging just under 9 minutes a game para dito kina Coach Delta as we get this report from Eileen.
Mag-win Dom already with a 3-0 record. Coach Franco Atienza highlighted how pace has been the main factor in their success. Ika nga niya 41 fast break points against Macau, pati na yung pangunguna sa liga in multiple offensive categories showed how much work we put in. He liked how it has been translating into the game kasi nagiging mas cohesive na daw sila. Pero paalala nga niya, we need to be on our toes on defense. Sabi niya, we can't keep on allowing teams to score over 100, especially knowing that we had a tough time against the bigs of Macau previously, and today we have Junmar Fajardo. Balik sa inyo.
Itong San Miguel naka 29 na, pwede pa mag-30 with just under 3 minutes remaining in the first.
Coming out of the gates hot itong San Miguel Beermen.
Ang ganda ng initial challenge ni Abueva. Nasabayan niya si King. Ang problema, may second leap itong si George, no?
At wala nang tumulong dun kay Calvin eh.
Baltazar is back. Pahinga muna si Arana. It's gonna be a quicker lineup na para dito sa Converge. Baltazar, the only legit big. They've got Abueva, Mikey, Stockton, and Concepcion. So upo na rin si Hudson.
Yeah, trying to change it up, but expect now Mikey Williams to try and assert himself. Remember, itong si Mikey Williams, he can have a very explosive quarter as well.
He's coming off a 16-point performance. His best this tournament para sa Converge. Stockton looking for the beast. Calvin drops it off. Baltazar with a fake. Got rid of Abay.
Bibihira mo ma-fake ha. Itong si Junmar Fajardo, but look at Junmar Fajardo run down that floor.
Sama ni Abay sina Hernandez. Andiyan dyan si Tautua, Cruz, and Trollano. Don for 4. Nope. Rebound na kanino. It is the hustle again of the Beermen with it. Hernandez to Cruz doesn't work. Abueva para sa board.
Converge giving up a lot of second chance opportunities to the San Miguel Beermen.
Mikey unleashes it. Baltazar with the hustle. Justin, hindi na ma-fakean ulit si Abay. O hindi na mapakagat at that. Mikey to Archie. Extra pass to Justin. Masyado malalim.
But you gotta applaud the movement of that basketball. Ano yan? 5-6 na pasa within like 3 seconds.
13 abante rito ng Beermen. Highest was 17. Hernandez long two. Tautua with a rebound. Jericho for 3. San Miguel starting to cool off. Baltazar on the run to Concepcion. Archie all the way. Hindi gumapit yung Pectus. Stockton, right place, right time.
Just stepped up to it. Itong San Miguel got a hand on that basketball but wasn't able to secure that rebound. But Converge, maguhan, daming binibigay ng offensive rebound dito sa San Miguel.
And the points off the bench mula kay Alex Stockton, keeping the Beermen now within 10. 8 puntos na para kay Alex. Here he comes again. Stockton gives it up this time. His Converge will reset. Mikey whips it over. Ayan na naman yung pasahan ng Converge. Abueva buries the three. And the rain back in it.
Ang maganda dito sa Converge, ang bilis ng ikot ng bola. And this is a good change-up para dito sa Converge. Going small, going a little bit quicker against the second group of San Miguel.
Hernandez directing traffic. They want better spacing para kay Junma. Fajardo banging bodies with Baltazar. Loses control. Tautua gives chase. Hindi ka masagasaan. Si Aileen at Miss Bell.
Buti na lang, mabilis umilag.
Tinamaan na raw siya ng first game eh. Si Aileen. Natamaan na ng first game. Matutupor to sana eh. No? Yun yung tres ni Calvin. Kahit sa slow-mo, bilis ng pasan eh. 30-23, last shot time. Pwede. It's about a second differential between the clocks here. Mikey looking to dance with Jericho. Mikey Bebuelo. Foul to give yan. 1 of 3 to give para kay Ladon
Just
Petro.
a smart play by Trollano there. Well, that's on Cruz rather.
May dalawa pang pwedeng pamigay dito, San Miguel. 7.2 remaining in the first. Stockton's got 8. Yes, come off that bench, guns ablaze. Stockton short. That'll do it for the first 12.
So yun na.
Gulat ang ginamit ng San Miguel.
Kung masala na nakita mo rin yung ganda ng foul na yon ni Jericho Cruz na pigilan yung offensive ng Converge. Pero ito, pag-usapan natin kung paano ba nagsimula ang larong ito. CJ Perez was waxing hot. 12 points, 2 of 3 from the 3-point area, 3 of 3 from the 2-point area. Iisa nga lang ang mintes itong si CJ Perez, and that's why the San Miguel Beermen making it look so easy in the first quarter, ending the first 12 minutes with a 7-point lead. Alex Stockton, alam mong ginawa niya, binilisan niya yung laro eh. Right? When they came in with guys like Calvin Abueva, Baltazar, and Concepcion, they just changed things up. They hustled. They were able to make some stops and get on the gas para dito sa Converge.
30-23 sa score sa pagbubukas ng ating second quarter. San Miguel has led as many as 17. Sa ngayon, 7 na lang po ang inahabol ng Converge. It is Tautua with Trollano, Hernandez, Cruz, and Fajardo. Junmar does Junmar things.
Well, we talked about the fast break points, right? Nung San Miguel, dun sa 30 puntos nila nung first quarter, 11 nanggaling sa fast break. And that's usually a category that is dominated by Converge.
Williams and Stockton remain on the floor. Alec with a 3. He's got 11. Kasama nila sina Abueva, Baltazar, and Concepcion. Tautua's in trouble. Abueva with a steal. It's a 4-on-2. Stockton to the beast. They go to the 3. Mikey gets the bounce. Longko lang pala yun.
But you look at the speed, you look at the rhythm now of Converge. Nung pumasok yung second group, nakahanap sila ng sagot dito sa San Miguel Beermen. So yung first group ng San Miguel beat the first group of Converge, pero itong second group ng Converge has taken advantage of the second 5 of the San Miguel Beermen.
It is an 18-5. Make that an 18-7 run now para dito sa Converge. Kanina nga po, 17 yung tambangan natin dito. Williams, hop, step, and a scoop! Kumapit yun!
And you know, that's really exciting para dito sa Converge once you get Mikey Williams scoring. Kasi naalala mo, itong si Mikey Williams was traded up for Jordan Heading. And if you look at how Heading and Williams have played, mas mukhang mas maganda para sa TNT, di ba? Because of the wins that TNT has had with Jordan Heading. But you know that Mikey Williams has it in him. And you just need to get him sharp once again and comfortable dun sa kanyang mga teammates, and he will be effective.
That's a two-time finals MVP.
Yes.
Talking about Mikey. Pero doon mo rin makikita na sa Estados Unidos, kahit na naglalaro pa rin naman yan ng pick-up at naglalaro ng mga weekend tournament, iba yung kompetisyon sa level ng PBA.
Definitely. Very different.
Hindi naman siya sa G-League naglaro eh. Sa mga weekend tournament lang eh, di ba? Take another look at Converge going on the run, locating Mikey there. Na-stepping lang, kaya dos lang yung count niya. Arana will check back in. Papalitan si Calvin. Si George King nagbalik na rin naman para sa SMB.
You know, we talked about yung mga offensive rebounds, diba, nung San Miguel, itong Converge was giving a lot of second chance opportunities. But in the end, at the end of 12 minutes, tig-anim silang offensive rebound. And Converge scored 10 second chance points of those offensive rebounds. Itong San Miguel, 5 puntos lang.
Itong San Miguel, 6 katao sa kanila nag-a-average ng double digits. Ang Converge naman, mas matindi pa. 7 ang double digit score nila as Arana announces his re-entry. 39 puntos, a career high para kay Justin Arana last time we saw him when they came up with a huge 149-124 win against Macau. Abay. Inside to Trollano. Mamemuersa si Don.
You talk about consistency. Pag tinignan mo yung San Miguel lineup, you look at Trollano, you look at Jumar Fajardo. I mean, probably the most consistent without looking at the numbers and just by watching consistently, yung consistency nila.
Hernandez with a scoop. They are attacking the defense of Stockton here. And Trollano dives for the steal. Hernandez hands it off. Junmar huli ni Baltazar. Nahuli nga lang yung outlet. Baltazar recovers again. He pitches it out all the way to the baseline this time.
Wow.
Nice behind the back. Mikey to Justin.
Stunned that defense there. Kala nila i-reset na ni Mikey Williams. And then Arana able to get to that open spot. Easy pass. Well, now made it look easy. Got the 2 points.
Sarap sabihin ng easy pass, pero pag tinignan mo, napakahirap.
Ang hirap gawin.
Hirap din gawin, you know. Trollano from straight away. And San Miguel doing enough to stay ahead.
Great pass for the easy shot. Yun.
3-point shooting so far dito ng Converge.
Nung start 0 of 6, and then ito, umiinit na. Itong Converge 3 of 4.
Hernandez with a swipe. He's bumped by Alec. And George King is having some issues with Stockton after that foul. It's happening right in front of that Converge bench.
The last call of Alex Stockton.
Di nagustuhan ni King.
Alam naman natin itong si Alex Stockton, walang uurungan yan.
It's a big body check at half court mula kay Alex Stockton to stop San Miguel going on the run. The referees will be reviewing everything that just went down.
At the end of the day, the referees are checking. Our number 1 priority is the safety, obviously, of the players, right?
Body check. Looking like there was a play on the ball.
On the ball.
But was it enough of a play on the ball or mas talagang body check lang? And then pagkatapos yan, doon na lumapit si George King.
Yes. malaking bagay nun para kay Hernandez. Kasi bago lang siya dito sa San Miguel, di ba? And then yung import ang pupunta at didepensahan ka. That really makes, gives you a lot of confidence that you know that the import's got your back.
Referees, masusing iniimbestigahan kung ano nga bang dapat na ipataw dyan. Assistant Coach George Gallant having a word with King. Ito, yung pagkatapos ng bangga, Dom. Stockton raises
Ang tanong dyan, will the referees see it as a play for the basketball?
There's George King.
At malumanay pa yung pagkausap sa kanya ni George King. Coach Delta also. Ang hindi nila na-appreciate kasi nilapitan pa nitong si George King.
Siguro para sa Converge, umami naman ng foul.
Oo. Ganun. At saka pinuntahan niya talaga eh.
Oo.
Di ba?
Hinabol.
Oo.
And yun nga, hindi lang yung foul ni Stockton ang iniimbestigahan, pati yung aftermath, kung ano nga ba nangyari, sino mga nagtapat-tapat.
So ano yung sinasabi mo, magmatagal?
Madami.
Madaming iniisip.
Kasi wala naman challenge to eh. Automatic review lang to, di ba? Ayan na. Mukhang may hatol na, di. Naku,
Upon
unspot.
review, it was an unsportsmanlike foul on number 12, Alex Stockton.
And then, that was it. And yun ang pinagtataka ngayon ng Converge. Yung pagsugod sa bench nila.
Oo.
Pero sabi mo nga, medyo malumanay naman.
Oo.
Still,
Parang, bro, don't do that, bro.
yeah.
Parang gano'n lang eh.
Parang, wag ganun.
No.
Not like that. Not like that.
Like this. Pero ito nga, that's an unsportsmanlike foul. And, end of the day, yun yung sinasabi natin. With the changes, we need to understand how the referees are gonna call it. Right? Hindi natin sila pwedeng pangunahan.
Oo.
Right? So the way they saw it in their POV, unsportsmanlike foul yun.
Batang-bata, pumipiob ka.
Uy, alam mo kung kanino ko natutunan yun? Kagabi kay Sev.
Aba! Si Sir Seth pumipiob.
Oh!
Binatang-binata si Sir.
Yeah, so that's that free throw. Making it was Hernandez.
Antayin mo, magme-message na yan. Palokoy ka talaga. Tinuro mo pa si Sir Seth.
Totoo naman eh. Nagulat ako eh. Hindi ko na siya maloko kagabi.
Usually, sa mga anak mo lang narinig yan eh.
Oo eh.
King, give and go.
Oh,
Pinagsak pa kay Rodney. And that is another 12-point lead para sa SMB. Juan Gomez back on the floor, gives it to Abueva. Concepcion drops it off. Look at Converge, whip it around again.
Lovely, lovely passing by Converge. Both Converge and San Miguel. Sarap panoorin ng basketball na ganito eh.
King from deep. Concepcion tripped up here by Brondial.
Montik na ulit si Aileen ha.
Iiyak na. May replay ba tayo? Pangatlo na kay Aileen yan.
Ang bilis na niya tumakbo ngayon eh.
Swinging back to live action. Another steal by San Miguel. Trollano sneaks it in.
Just that calm move of changing direction and switching hands for Don Trollano.
Under 7 now remaining sa ating first half. Juan Gomez Tiliano, who averages about 25 minutes a game para sa Converge. We'll get it over to Mikey Williams. Mikey goes reverse.
Ako lang ba or there's a different hop in the step of Mikey Williams today?
Ito na yung dating Mikey.
Oo eh.
Last conference nung dumating parang hindi pa in shape. Ngayong conference parang inaantay pa niyang tuluyang makabalik. But look at him hang in the air. Mikey Williams skywalking here on your PBA Friday on RPTV.
Make sure your net second jumper. Pag tira niyan, second jumper tayo. Huwag tayo mag-ano, okay? Until the time that they're hitting everything, last 1 minute, we close out everything. But right now, I want you to stay on your feet. Make them make that, no. We're getting killed inside it. We're getting killed inside. Next play, we make it simplified.
After struggling in the Commissioner's Cup, ang Converge naka 3-0 na po ngayong Governor's Cup. And in this ball game, when they were down by as many as 17, they went back to their bread and butter, D.
Bread and butter, moving that basketball, and it's just beautiful to see. Pag nakita mo, yung dalawang malaki mo, there's that pass. You look at Arana, and you look at there's only one guy that's trying to defend now, Arana and Baltasar. And then Arana finding Baltasar easy for that slam dunk. Both these guys are in the top 3 in scoring para dito sa Converge. And they also get 3 assists sa ball game. And usually, yung mga assists na yun is to each other.
Yun yung mas delikado, no? Naunahan lang sila ng San Miguel ngayon, pero those two guys, part of this comeback bid again. Although, 10 pa rin ang abante ng SMB. King into the front court. Naipit. Hudson is back on the floor. He took it away. Oh, and this might be investigated as well. Or is it just automatically a regular foul?
There will be an official review on the last foul.
Magaling kasi sumayaw tong si CJ eh.
Sumayaw ng sidestep. Pinapakita niya yung sidestep ng bewang niya. Titignan nila if there was a play on the ball.
They investigated the one earlier. They're going to investigate this one as well.
Ito mabilis.
Mabilis.
Upon review, it was a blocking foul on number 77, CJ Perez.
Ayan, pagka mabilis na ganyan. Yun na kasi,
Tsaka nandun na rin siya eh. Diba?
nauna na yung foul bago pa siya humablot.
Hindi kasing bilis mo kasi humablot eh.
Saan naman nagaling yun? Tayo pali ang pala.
Yung pre-game notes ko nahahablot parati.
Hudson, straight away three. He's gonna need more of those.
Definitely, especially with the way his counterpart, itong si George King has been playing. He's been, you know, scoring a lot more than him. Hindi kasing prolific, ano? Yung dating ni Hudson this conference.
Only 5 points so far para dito. Okay, Hudson, he's shooting 2 of 4 from the field. He feeds Arana down low. Rondel ang batay. Arana with those big strides and the fake. And one, talaga Justin.
You talk about this guy learning from one of the best, Danny Ildefonso. Makikita mo yung mga galaw. Same moves that you would see Danny Ildefonso do when he was still playing. And makikita mo ngayon yung balance na nagagawa niya when he pivots, when he moves around that shaded lane. Gotta love the improvement.
Aileen, ilan? Ay, wala. Aileen.
Yes, Magu?
Kala ko may bola ulit.
Wala. Ito, report lang muna. Kapag usapang bigs dito sa PBA, Junmar Fajardo is simply a standout. Kaso lang knowing what's in store today, Junmar shifted the focus kay Justin Arana, saying na malaki ang kanyang improvement, kaya malaki rin siyang threat dito sa laro. Now for Justin Arana na bata pa lang iniidola na si Junmar, he expressed na on one hand, flattered daw siya dahil GOAT nga daw si Junmar, but also he acknowledged na kailangan niyang tapatan ang laro ni Junmar kahit gaano man kahirap. And for Justin, his motivation is wanting that Gilas call up, knowing it's very much possible seeing Balti achieve this early on. Ika nga ni Justin, kahit practice player, willing daw siya, basta magka-chansa, ma-represent ang bansa. Balik sa inyo.
King with a three-point play opportunity. Binabanggit na kinikwento na ni Miss Aileen, last FIBA window. Baltasar and Juan Gomez de Leon, yung mga kakampi ni Arana, nakasama sa Gilas. Balita natin, di ba? Sa Asian Games, magkakaroon ng pagkakataon itong si Arana.
At yun ang maganda, di ba? Masimulan mo, be able to, you know, all that hard work to be able to represent the national team is just, you know, it's an experience na napakahirap may explain. And it's a, you know, it could be a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Paalala natin, yung darating na Setyembre, defending champion ang Pilipinas sa larangan ng Asian basketball. The only true Asian tournament left dahil walang Australia at New Zealand din.
Pero Mario, nakaka-relate ako dun sa sinabi ni Eileen kanina, yung mga iniidolo nung bata pa lang. Ako nung lumalaki ako sa broadcasting, ikaw na yung idolo ko eh.
Oy, naka-short pant pa lang ako, pinapanood na kita.
Sa broadcasting, sabi ko.
Angat ka na isang taon sa akin eh. 23 years ka na eh. Uy, si Policarpio pumasok na and he fed Arana on that one.
And they're trying to put somebody more athletic on King right now in Policarpio.
CJ.
Uy, mo natamaan.
Arana a bit shaken up, but he stretches it out. Parang na-attorney horse, ano?
But he's a big boy. Makikita mo, diba, the way he's built. And the good thing is, gumanda ang kanyang dribbling. He can go from one end to the other and not lose that basketball and go around players as well.
Nakita may plancha dyan sa binti. Parang kay Keeper Avena. Parang nakalunok ng plancha yung binti. Parang si Pacquiao, di ba?
Ngayon lang nakarinig dun.
Di ba si Manny Pacquiao, si Keeper Avena? Ayan, si Justin Arana. Galit na galit eh. Cut muscles eh.
Tapos ikukumpara mo kay Kevin Durant.
Di ba? Rebound the Bueva. Pitches it out to Paulie. Junel sends it home with a reverse and converges within 3. George King shaken up in the backcourt, 4 on 5.
Medyo alanganin yung paghulog niya at pag-upo niya eh. Hirap makatayo dun sa ganun eh.
How about Hudson getting a hand on that explosive drive of CJ Perez? Ito, humabol talaga si King eh. Problema,
Pagbalik ko sa kabila, nakashoot agad.
bilis eh. Bilis nakashoot na ito ni King. 5 ulit ang abante ng San Miguel, under 4 remaining in the first half. Hudson stopped on his tracks by Perez. Gomez Deliano swings it over. Hudson drops it off. And Arana continuing his scoring ways.
Gusto mong makita kung ikaw naman ang Converge. Hudson creating for his teammates.
Hindi siyang focal point talaga ng offense eh. Through their first 3 games, Justin Arana averaging close to 18 attempts per game. Si Hudson 14 lang. So alam mo si Arana talagang
Speaking of attempts, di ba, yung pinag-uusapan natin, itong Converge, 300 yung attempts in the first 3 games. Sige, sabihin mo na 149 yung skinor nila. Di ba, in their previous game. That's only 111 attempts. So that means over 90 attempts pa rin sila each and every ball game.
Arana now with a total of 13 points. Eh nga, no, sabi mo, nagfa-facilitate dito si Hudson.
So if you do the math, you average about 95 assists, rather field goal attempts a ball game. Tapos 18 dito kay Arana. So he's getting 18, 20% of the shots of the team.
Another breakout by Paulie. Nakakadalawa na to pag hindi bumababa.
Ito na yung mga fast break nitong Converge. San Miguel needs to be able to do a better job of getting back. And actually not turning the ball over.
Isa na lang ang abante ng Beermen. Never pang nakatikim ng lamang dito ang Converge. King would like to keep it that way. Loses control. Policarpio with a steal. Juan Gomez in the front court. Juan slapped away by Marcillo.
Quick hands by Lassiter. At makikita mo si Juan humihingi ng foul, nakatingin sa referee. But just a 1-point lead by the San Miguel Beermen.
magpatuloy, silipin muna natin itong silyado defense of the game brought to us by Pioneer Elastoseal. Silyado ang bubong anumang panahon. It was Hudson with a swipe and Policarpio with a recovery. Pero sa kabila, si Marcio nakasilyado play din. Boss Dennis Uy, Converge team owner. May mana ka ba, Boss Dennis?
Unfortunately, hindi. Pero, yung kapatid ko, Dennis din.
Ay,
And,
ano?
oo. I'm related to the wrong one. Kuya, biro lang.
Hindi ko sana pabili ka ng ano eh, yung mga DNA test na home kit ngayon. Kahit 1.5%.
Mapalitan natin yung resulta.
Converge after being down by as many as 17 now surges ahead 54-53. San Miguel has to go to work once again. CJ has tapered off in the second. After hitting his first 5 attempts at the start of the game. 1 to shoot. Desperation Eve doesn't work. Policarpio celebrating that stop on George King.
Settling for the jumper there.
And when you look at Junel Policarpio, he's got that length and athleticism to bother a guy like George King.
That's why ang gandang matchup nga eh.
We're not saying stop completely, just to bother, di ba?
Bother, make him have a hard time and frustrate him a little bit. At pagurin.
3-ball, Hudson, good!
So
the timely hits of the important Converge.
So now the defense is working on one end. Nakita natin, di ba yung highlight natin, Hudson getting that steal, going into the fast break. We also saw him creating for his teammates and then now knocking down that 3-point shot.
He only scored 2 points in the first quarter. He spent a lot of time on the bench, but he's got a couple of big triples here in the second. And ganun-ganun lang, lamang na bigla ng 4 ang Converge. Kung yung San Miguel itong 30 puntos ng first quarter doon, etong Converge ngayon, 34 nang ini-score sa second.
Well, definitely this quarter belongs to Tong Converge. Gotta love how they were not shaken up. Hindi sila nawalan, di ba, nawalan ng kumpiyansa.
A lesser team would have started backing up to go down the mountain.
Tama.
Di ba? Parang okay, next game. Parang gano'n na.
Parang eto na yung San Miguel, tuloy-tuloy na. No, but they kept on fighting back and that's the beauty when you have a young, talented team like Converge.
94 seconds natitira sa ating first half. It is Converge now by 4, 57-53. Arana, Hudson, Stockton, Abueva. These are the guys, together with Baltasar, that has brought them back to life. And of course, yung timely knockout plays din ni Policarpio, di ba?
Binalik na itong si Anisi. They're hoping to get some outside shooting as well.
First time back since he started this game. Talking about Jeric. Marcio is with them. Lassiter step back 3. Para naman yan para kay Super Marcio.
Just making that look so easy. 6 points in the ball game for
Hey, ginawang stepping, 2 points lang pala.
Oh.
So it's still Converged by 2, 57-55.
Pero i-review yan, di ba? End of the quarter, just in case.
1. Eyeball to eyeball with Jeric. Makes his move. 1 with a high floater. No. Abay with a rebound. Jeric down the gut of the defense. Kicks it over. Marcio again. This one, siniguradong press.
Oh.
A bit too impatient para sa Converge. They cough it right back up. Marcio lights it up.
Talk about a game of spurts. You talk about guys coming off the bench and making a difference. Marshall coming back into this ball game, knocking down shot after shot.
11 in the game para kay Lassiter. Tatlo dyan from the 3-point line. Abueva babawi. Gotta love the exchange. What an end to this first half, D.
You gotta love how both teams are not just going one-on-one. They're moving that basketball. they're allowing their athleticism and their teamwork to put points on the board. San Miguel, look at Marshall Laster with that step back off Policarpio, knocking that down, and then his teammate Ahanisi finding him open for that long bomb once again. Marshall Lassiter. Then Calvin Abueva with this answer to end the quarter.
Lassiter, through their first 2 games, was just 1 for 7. Dito, nakakatatlo na first half pa lang, and he keeps San Miguel ahead 61-60 against Converge.
San Miguel!
After blowing a 17-point lead, the San Miguel Beermen salvages a one-pointer at the break, 61-60, as we continue to enjoy the PBA live on RPTV mula dito sa Inares Center sa Antipolo. Kakwentuhan pa rin natin si Senyor El Conquistador Dominic Uy. What a furious comeback by Converge.
You gotta love how both teams are playing. Ganda na simula na San Miguel, may sagot itong Converge. Tumira ulit itong San Miguel, may sagot ulit yung Converge. And that's why we've just got 1 point in between these two teams. 61 ang San Miguel, 60 itong Converge.
And hanggang doon sa pagtatapos, yung frantic pace, yung paulan ng mga tres, napakataas ng kalidad ng ating natutunghayan.
Hindi lang yung ulan ng tres, hindi lang yung mga fast break, pero yung ikot ng bola, you like how they're sharing that basketball. Kaya ang dami natin nakikitang parang highlight. You know, we've seen dunks, we've seen 3-point shots, we've seen 4-point shots as well. Pero yung mga kung paano napupunta dun sa ganung klaseng tira, yun yung maganda natin makita.
Justin Arana coming off a career-high 39-point eruption. Already has 15 at the half.
Well, Justin Arana, we've seen how big of an improvement he has. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 7 of 10 from the field. And ang maganda dito, he can post up, but he can also pass. He has that little jump hook. He can seal. He's got all the way that 15-footer or 15-foot line, and then can go much closer, get the foul, and still convert.
Di natin nakita sa stat line na doon. May 2 assists na din nga si Arana, pero hindi lang yung mga assists ang kanyang pasa. Ito pa yung mga ibang stat ka.
Well, definitely that field goal percentage of Converge, tumaas yan because in that second quarter, yung 53% na yan, average yan of the first 2 quarters, 76% yan in the second quarter. But again, we said the assist 15 to 12 for Converge and San Miguel. Fast break points, alam natin, lamang dapat ang Converge dyan. But San Miguel, in that first quarter alone, had 11 fast break points. And then ito, yung turnovers, 7 and 8, dikit lang. Pero tingnan mo naman, Converge scoring 14 points off those 7 turnovers. San Miguel, of the 8 turnovers, were able to score 10.
Etong San Miguel, binanggit na natin, 6 katao nag-a-average ng double figures dyan. 3, halftime pa lang nakuha na. Sa kabila naman, 7 Converge player ang nag-a-average ng double digits. Dadalawa pa lang, but Hudson and Abueva are knocking on that door.
Well, you look at how Abueva was been able to pick off the bench and able to make that impact. Ang ganda niyan. Stockton as well. You know, he had a lot of points in that first quarter. 8 of his 11 coming in the first quarter. And then itong si Abueva nung second quarter niyan. But you also have guys from San Miguel. King started out the game well. Perez as well. Then Marshall getting hot in that second quarter. So I'm really looking forward dun sa ating third quarter dahil parang ang dami pang pwede nating makitang putukan from the outside, but also beautiful plays with that ball movement.
61-60 ang San Miguel Boy. Nahanap ang kanilang ikatlong sunod na panalo sa ating Governor's Cup. Hindi lang dito sa Governor's Cup. Ikatlong sunod na panalo kontra sa Converge this season din ang kanilang target. Converge naman, 3-0 na. Looking to go 4-0 sa Group A ng ating Governor's Cup.
Mapaalala natin, di ba? Group A, 7 ang koponan dyan. So they will get 12 elimination games. Top 4 will advance. You play your group twice. And, you know, you want to be able, ito na nga, Group A, San Miguel 2-0. Itong Converge at the top of the standings with 3-0. You will get 12 games. Top 4 will advance at makakalaban mo yung top 4 ng Group B at yun ang magiging quarterfinals.
Yung Titan, nakasungkit na ng panalo nila. Pinataob pa ang TNT.
Well, you like how itong Titan was able to get their first win. They seem very motivated in today's ball game. Kung ano man ang ginawa nila, kung ano man ang nangyari. Kung ikaw ay Titan fan and a part of the Titan group, you want to be able to continue that.
So the third quarter about to get underway. Ito nga pong San Miguel at Converge, dalawa sa mga unbeatens dyan sa Group A. Nagbabakbakan, 3 silang unbeaten dyan together with NLEX. As we continue to enjoy the Governor's Cup of your PBA 50th season, live on RPTV and of course, the One Sports YouTube channel. Madami nagpapa-shoutout sa'yo, Dom, ha? From
sino?
all across the globe.
Oh, sino?
Mga kapatid nating OFW. Tuwan-tuwa pagka nadidinig ka.
Ako lang? Kala ko 8 na sila.
Wala
Natin
na.
2.
Yung 6 doon, overseas pa.
Ay, kita mo naman yung reach natin.
Yan.
Diba? Ang tumatanggap pa kami ng mga gusto mag-apply.
Pwede na magka-club. So here we go.
Pwede na tayo magtayo ng team doon. 8 na eh.
Pwede na.
Diba?
Pang 45 and up na team. Ito na po, Converge on the attack to open this third quarter. And it is Hudson giving the FiberXers back the lead.
kung krinokis nila yung play na yun, trying to get Hudson scoring early. I like that. That it was kumbaga meant na makakuha siya agad ng puntos and to be able to set him up.
And he gets himself in double digits with that one. As San Miguel will go to Abay, who gives it back over to George. Kasama nila sina Perez, Anmisi, and Lassiter. Junmar to Lassiter, galing kay Jeric. Marcio misses, Baltasar with the board.
Maganda dito kay Anmisi, he can shoot, but at the same time, he also understands when he
Look at Arana get out on the run.
And
I love it.
And Magu, that's what we've noticed. A lot of the big men now in the PBA really are running up and down that floor, trying to beat the opposing big men to be able to get that layup.
I think yun maliwanag na bumanda na yung layup bago inabot ni George.
Pag tumama na sa board, hindi mo na pa pwedeng galawin yan.
Sama ni Arana sa six, sina Williams, Baltasar, we already mentioned. Stockton is there, as well as Hudson. Jeric to the cup, lefty layup is good.
Good read by Anmisi there. What I like about Anmisi, when he got that opportunity to really spread his wings again sa terra firma, nakita mo, he was not just settling for outside shots, right? Which is what I felt what happened to him in Magnolia.
Parang naging floor spacer lang siya, no, na nasa hot shots. Ngayon, nakakadiskarte na siya magtatabi dito. He explodes to the cut, kicks it out. King from the outside. Galing sumulong highway pa.
May kasama pang kasoy.
Tsaka may dala na. Uy, may chicharon din tayo.
Ay,
Galing
oo.
Delta naman.
Maraming salamat. Napakasarap.
Hudson at the other side. 3-point lead para sa San Miguel. Barely 2 minutes into the second half. Hudson getting around Marshall. Junmar protecting the cup. George bounces, but Stockton reached it in time. Alec to Hudson. 3 ball. Good!
Had all day to be able to set up and take that shot, making it. And don't see Hudson. Hudson now with 13 points.
Pangatlong tres na yan para dito kay Jalen Hudson, but George King replies right away. Hudson to the other side. Mikey, quick trigger. Nope. Hudson, nice touch pass to Justin Baltasar.
Unselfish basketball by Converge. And that's why they're on top of the standings. They average 31.7 assists a ball game.
Tapla tayo at 69. George weaves it over papunta kay Perez. Back to George. 3 ball. Doesn't work. Hudson with a rebound. They go right back to Mikey, but Jeric was right there with him. Arana over Junmar. Doesn't work. And here comes George going the other way.
Stockton on King. Natin yung nangyari kanina dyan.
Perez ran right straight smack into Baltasar. Found the angle though.
Kala niya matatawagan na ng foul itong si Baltasar. Actually, even Baltasar thought the foul was going to get called. But you like how Perez did not complain and just went up for the shot.
Hudson against Lassiter again. Step back 3. Doesn't work this time. Rebound para kay CJ. Perez in a rush. George running with him. George goes reverse.
Ang dali pumuntos, no, para kay George King. Just the board scorer.
Kahit saan eh. Labas, loob, mid-range, reverse. Knows exactly how to put that rock through the net. Mikey shoots over Jeric. He knocks home the 3. Dos din.
Mukhang dos lang.
Makes it look easy though. Kaya na naman tayo sa easy.
At yun yung sinasabi natin, di ba? Yung, there's a different hop in the step. Ito, si Mikey Williams.
But here we go again. Big shot after big shot being exchanged. Ang gandang bawian itong Converge at San Miguel. Kaya nga naman na ngayong Governor's Cup, wala pang talo. Parehong kuponan na ito. Corner 3, Stockton. No. Baltasar trying to chase after it. Ends up with Marcio. King to the left side. Jeric launches it. Short. Arana pleading for it. Stockton couldn't release. Now he gets his hands on it. Hudson found Justin underneath.
And because Hudson is now actually scoring a lot more, yung defense kinakailangan talagang pumunta sa kanya. And which leaves his teammates a little bit more open, and he's able to get those passes for them.
Di nagkaintindihan si Ahanmisi at Lassiter sa pagkakataon na yan. So Converge with an opportunity to tie or reclaim the lead. Stockton puts his head down. Perez sticking right with him. Arana will offer the pick. Arana on the slide. Picked up by Mikey. Drops it right back off. 21 puntos na para kay Arana.
Alam mo, tignan mo yung play na yun. How active the two big men are. They're all, hindi mo sila makikitang nakatayo lang. When the ball moves, they're going towards that basket, making themselves available, or trying to get that offensive rebound.
Lassiter dumps it into Junmar. Merong foul on the catch. We're gonna see that last play, D. Ang ganda sobra ng ginawa ng Converge. Arana's huffing and buffing, holding on to his shorts.
Well, he's been running up and down.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Junel Policarpio had a strong finish to the first half, will come in and relieve Arana right now. Kasi nga, nakahawak sa short eh. Matukot na eh. Don't expect him to be out too long though. Sa ganda ng kanya nilalaro. Nearing the halfway mark of the third. Lassiter launches over Paulie. Wow, pang-apat na yan ni Marcio.
Gusto ni Marcio yung matchup na yun. Alam niya makakuha ng espasyo, create that space, and knock down that shot.
Hudson against Marcio. 78-75 is the count. Mikey has Jedic chasing him off the line. Mikey, long do. Doesn't work. Rebound. George. Lassiter. Looking for Abay. They go to CJ first. Perez over Stockton. No.
See the difference now. Don't Converge, not allowing San Miguel to get those offensive rebounds.
Hudson in attack mode. George picks him up. Hudson step back. Policarpio reaching for the board. He's got 6. Solid contribution off the bench pala dito kay Poli. Yes, pulled Converge back within one, 78-77.
Our official eye supply chain. Moulton, our official goal. Dr. Teals, our trusted post-game wellness partner. Hyatt, our official home generation partner. LGR, our official outfitter. Healthy and Pure Brand, our official hydration partner. Genetic Tech, our official IT partner. Our value licenses. PBA and Signal, World Balance, Daily Fantasy.
Minutes and 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Abante pa rin ang San Miguel 78-77. Now, during the halftime huddle, dalawang bagay ang tinuri ni Coach George Galit. Una, kailangan ng Beermen mas bantayan ang points in the paint. Concerned daw sila na si Arana ay naka 7 of 10 na. So moving forward, the ask is to chase and challenge. Ika nga niya, we'd rather kick out and challenge a three-pointer than give an easy layup. At pangalawa, kailangan din daw nila bantayan ang kanilang missed shots, especially from one-on-one isolations. Dahil yan ang dahilan kung bakit abante din ang Converge sa points off turnovers 14-10. Now, para sa Converge, fast break points ang pinagtuunan ng pansin. As Coach Franco Atienza says, we need to find our tempo and play our pace. Dagdag na rin dito ang depensa dahil 61 points given up at the half is again too high. The redeeming factor for them though is their points in the paint where they led 36-30. Like sa inyo,
Na 11-0 sila sa fast break ng first quarter pero 10-3 naman ang bawi nila in the second as Baltazar comes up with a stick back And Converge is back ahead.
Oh, very important to be able to answer. Diba yung mga, alam mo naman, hindi mo masya-shutdown ng isang operan or, even a player, depending on the caliber. And the caliber of the guys on both these teams, napakataas.
George against Policarpio. Takes the bump, goes to the spin. Grabe naman yun.
Grabe yung tiin nun, nung tira ni King.
May degree of difficulty pa. Parang diving,
And pain.
Actually, dagdag ko yun.
Oh,
Huli. Nabiniabay sa punta mo, sirs. Wag ganun. Masyadong...
May help. Rim protector right there was Junmar Fajardo.
Silyado defense of the game natin yan. As Junmar didn't even have to jump to get that block. Pahinga muna si Abay. Brodiel is back on. Juan rather, off the hesitation.
A little hesitation there. And then yung explosiveness going all the way to the basket.
Hesi yung sasabihin ko, Javi tuloy na banggit. Kapatid niya yun. 81-80, we got a seesaw battle late in the third frame. CJ pinuhat lahat ng defender doon.
Well, CJ is not that tall, but he's quick and can finish strong. Ang lakas ng katawan.
Hudson, extra pass to Mikey. Hudson surveys again. Baltasar with a pick. They go to the other side. Juan makes his move. Shovels it over to Justin. Nakita pa si Poli. Sobra lang para kay Policarpio dyan.
Missed that shot, but really did a good job of moving that ball against the zone defense of San Miguel.
Nalunod si CJ do sa pasa na yun. And here comes Juan. Huli! Inabot siya ni King. Marshall to the cup. Gets the basket. Make a Solomon foul.
Gotta love that pace. Alam mo, usually, yung kay Juan na tirang gano'n, hindi inaabutan yun, But George King, perfect timing to get that block on one GDL.
Yan ang gawin nating silyado defense of the game. Brought to us by Pioneer Elasto Seal. Silyado ang bubong anumang panahon. How about Marcio Lester shooting himself out of his two-game funk?
Buti pa siya, 2 games lang, May mga iba career,
Parang
may kilala kang ganun.
May pinaguhugutan ka.
Parang may kilala kang ganun.
May pinaguhugutan. 85-81. Lester has given San Miguel a 4-point lead. Policarpio scored 2 points in his first 3 games, has 6 right now. Was going for 9. Concepcion was wanting to steal that rebound. Jeric to CJ. Policarpio meeting him at the summit. George King.
The effort now of the San Miguel Beermen just going for those loose balls. First to that basketball. That's why now they have a 7-point lead.
Dalawang kalahati minuto natitira sa third. Baltasar goes across. Juan from deep. Inabot pa ng foul. That's going to be 4 free throws para kay Juan GDL.
Well, you mentioned kanina na medyo hindi ganun katagal mawawala itong si Justin Arana. Arana now set to make his way back on the floor. Let's see kung papalitan niya si Policarpio or si
Official
Baltasar.
review of the last foul by CJ Perez.
Our vantage point looked like a 4-point attempt. Sinasabi ni CJ, pala daw tinaman. Hindi na matatanggal yung foul Tinitignan lang
It's a foul on number
kung
77,
unspo
CJ Perez.
4 o 3. Yun ang tinitignan dyan. Sa forearm naman, hindi naman sa palad. Kasi yung palad, di ba, part of the ball yan. And bago mag-free throw, si Juan, meron muna tayong timeout. 7 ang abante ng SMB, 88-81. Before tonight, in their first 2 games, Marshall was 1 of 5 from 3 and 1 of 2 from the 2-point area. Only 2.5 points ang kanyang average. Look at that explosion tonight, D.
18 points for Marshall Laster. Let's break it down. 3 of 5 from the 3-point area for Marshall Laster, and he has definitely brought his team to the level that they are right now. 7-point advantage para sa San Miguel.
88-81 is the score. 2:23 natitira sa third. Pero si Juan Gomez de Leaño ay nasa free throw line dahil inabot siya na tumitira ng 4. So pagkakataon ni Juan
4 free throws for Juan Gomez de
na makapag-ambag ngayon. Only 4 points so far in 2 of 8 shooting, D.
Five points pa lang, eh, no? What I've noticed with Juan GDL is in first 3 quarters, trying to get his teammates a little bit more involved. And then pagdating ng 4th quarter, is not gun shy.
He is averaging 10.3 points a game but shooting 1 of 11 from the 3-point line before this game. Ang maganda lang dyan, 6.7 rebounds and 7.7 assists.
7.7 assists, you know. You're the lead point guard and you're the team that leads now the league in terms of moving that basketball. Ang ganda nun for Converge. Kasi alam mo naman, kaya niyang pumuntos in an import-laden conference. And then you have guys, you have your twin towers, you have other guys as well who can shoot. You have Mikey Williams as well, who's a threat. So maganda na to get them all involved. Kasi alam mo naman na hindi araw-araw magandang lalaroin.
4 for 4 para kay Juan. So yung 7 puntos na inahabol, naging 3 na lang. Jericho Cruz checks back in para kay Jeric Ahanmisi. Don Pedro trying to keep fresh legs on the floor at all times. If you're just tuning in, 3rd game in a row na hindi po nakakapag-coach live si Coach Leo Austria. Still in sick bay. We all wish Coach Leo
Yes.
a speedy recovery. Pero sa ensayo daw,
Waiting for him.
Yeah.
Come back.
Sa ensayo, nagpapa-ensayo na sabi ni Don Pedro. Dito lang sa game, inaayaan mo na si Don Perez.
And not bad. 2-0.
Trollano wants to make it 3-0. Sabi mo nga, quiet dito si Don.
Yes.
Magdo-double digit at magdo-double digit yan. He scored in double digits every first 2 games so far. Pareho sila ni CJ Perez para sa San Miguel. And of course, their import.
Good timing that time for Trollano.
Don again. Drops it off to Rodney. Simple ng basketball para sa San Miguel.
Moving that basketball once again. Again, kapareho ng ginagawa ng Converge. Dumadali yung basketball dahil sa ganda ng ikot ng bola. Shots have become a lot easier. Percentages are going higher.
Ito yung nire-reklamo ni Abueve. Foul daw eh. Pero huling-huli, ang linis eh.
Baka iniisip niya ang naka-foul itong si Brondial.
Sa baba.
Oo.
Timeout muna tayo with 92 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Rodman Brondial took the Governor's Cup by storm with a 25-rebound performance in their debut against Macau. Then he followed it up with an 8 and 11 performance against Terra Firma.
Grabe lang yung laro niya against Macau. 10 points, 25 rebounds. And he's such a hard worker. Maganda dito kay Brondial. He is celebrated by his teammates because of the hard work that he does. Hindi siya agaw pansin, but he lets his game, his hard work speak for itself.
4 and 7 so far in 16 minutes of action. at this juncture of the game para dito kay Rodney. Archie Concepcion kababalik lang. Parang microwave.
And off that timeout, able to find that gap sa depensa ng San Miguel.
Apat ang abante rito ng mga magsaserbesa. Jericho babawi. Pinigay muna kay CJ.
They're trying to force a turnover by going double there, but leaving one guy open. Eh, ang problema yung naiwan nila bukas si CJ Perez eh.
Right on his average now with 21 points to CJ. Stockton Bebuelo leaves it for the beast. Abuelo ended up with the board. Concepcion drives in. Concepcion stretches. Hindi umubra. King para sa board. Concepcion will try and bother George. Not crossover run into the front court. CJ, same spot.
We've talked about spurts in the ball game. Now momentum has shifted once again to the San Miguel Beermen, and they're stepping on the gas. Tingnan natin kung ano isasagot ng Converge.
That is a conference best 24-point performance ready para kay CJ. Stockton babawi. Kuha naman. Here we go again at the end of the third. Can San Miguel have another response? That's a foul to give. 1 of 4 to give. Or 3 to give para sa Converge.
3 seconds left on the quarter clock. Para dito sa San Miguel Beermen. Converge has to be careful and not foul them in the act of shooting.
Rondial will be pulled out. Another gunner is on the floor in Paulo Hernandez. CJ forces it. CJ off the glass. It is that kind of night para kay Perez.
You gotta love the energy of the San Miguel Beermen right now.
The entire coaching staff of San Miguel nalaglag na rin ang panga sa pagpasok ng tira ni CJ.
What a shot. That was contested by Alex Stockton, but CJ Perez just went there and got that shot. And look at this move. Kaya mo ba yan, Magumarzon?
For sila laban sa starters netong Converge. Lumamang nga po ng hanggang 17 yung SMB, pero yung bench ng Converge in that second quarter really turned up the heat. They are 41-18. They have a 41-18 advantage over the bench of the Beermen. That's why they are just within 11. Silipin naman natin yung matchup ng mga import. Dom George King doing George King things. Ito namang si Hudson, inaantay pa rin natin.
Napag-iwanan na ni George King. 29 points, 10 rebounds. Hudson, 13 points and 4 rebounds. You know, we said that he started out that third quarter, hinanap siya, but after that has been completely quiet. San Miguel, tuloy-tuloy itong si George King at may dance moves pa.
Paulo Hernandez opens up the fourth with a three-point play opportunity. Kasama niya si Seg, sina Trollano, Cruz, and Brondeal, the three Adamson guys. Pati na rin siyempre ang kanilang import na si George King. Katapat nila sila Arana, Concepcion, Abueva, Gomez de Liaño, and Stockton. It is now going to be a 14-point lead para sa SMB.
What a dominant third quarter para sa San Miguel. They had 41 points in that quarter. CJ with 16. George King with 13. Marshall Laster with 6. So 35 of the 41 dun sa tatlo na galing.
Arana inside, trying to power through. Brondial kept it away from Abueva. That's going to be a foul on the Beast.
He's trying to hustle. He's trying to get those rebounds.
Yan yung mga pampagising ni Calvin.
Yes.
Pag nakita mong bumubibis buhay siya, mahihiya kang hindi sumagat eh. They're gonna need that. They came back from as many as 17 back in the first half. They're down by 14 right now. Si Hudson, ibinalik na ni Coach Delta. King goes to the deep corner. Di Mubra. Hudson with the board. And he's in a rush. Hudson in traffic. Huli pa. Pero pati braso. Kasama.
And you like how pinasok itong si Hudson and he's aggressive to try to get these points. Kasi siyang titignan ngayon ng Converge. Napag-iwanan na nga siya. Important. The import of San Miguel and George King. Ramdam na ramdam mo yung laro eh.
Nag 3-0 Converge, hindi ganun kabigat ang kinailangan mula kay Hudson. First game, 20 points in 24 minutes. Second game, only 2 points, 27 minutos. Last game, 12 puntos in 18 minutes. Ngayon, baka kailanganin laruin na niya itong buong fourth at kailangan. Ibuhos na niya talaga yung kanyang kakayanan dahil San Miguel ang kalaban.
And maguting na mo yung tinalo ng Converge, right? They beat Titan, they beat Terra Firma, and they beat Macau. Teams that they should be winning against. So ito talagang true test, or the first test for Converge this conference.
Trollano inside. Brondial with the offensive rebound. That's rebound number 8 para kay Rodman. King against Hudson. Mamemuerza ran into Baltazar. Traveling. That's the Justin effect on.
Well, Converge has been playing well when they've had their Twin Towers play together. So let's see. Now that they're back inside once again, kung ano bang musika ang ipe-play nila para dito sa Converge FiberXers.
Si George King, nakikilang ba sa mapman? walang kapagod-pagod. Gusto mag-all around talaga. Sabi na rep, makbo, dumapensa ka na.
Tama na. Baka na.
Stockton directing traffic. Baltasar with the pick. Alec to Hudson. He's got 3 3-pointers already. They go right back to Alec. Concepcion, catch and shoot. Free ball is good.
And Converge, we've seen them come back from leads. But obviously, the first 3 games, they dominated those games. So a very different standpoint right now. Very different POV.
Concepcion now with 8 points. Hernandez di makabawi. Baltasar para sa rebound. Stockton again. Magmamando.
That zone defense has given problems to Converge.
Hilo and back to Baltasar. Those two Justins, as you said, they are looking to do damage once again.
The beauty is, kasi pag nandun sila sa loob, pag ikaw may hawak ng bola, imposibleng hindi ka dumugin. Eh pag dinumog ka, or they collapse on you, merong malilibre.
Tignan mo magiging counter dito ni Peter Martin. Ibabalik niya ang kanilang kambing. Junmar is back on para sa San Miguel to deal with those two Justins.
Kanilang ano?
Kambing. Dagot. Tama ba, Eileen?
Nagustuhan ko yung kambing na yun. Pero more on the latest huddle of the Beermen sa gitna ng 4-point shot celebration para kay CJ Perez. Coach Peter Martin reminded the Beermen na hindi pa tapos ang laro in the latest huddle. Ang sigaw niya, stay low, defend the pain. Huwag daw mag-overlap beyond the arc dahil mas magaling sa paint ang Converge. Para naman sa Converge, ang sigaw ni Coach Delta Pineda, binigay na sa atin ang tira sa labas. Itira lang daw ang open shots and don't hesitate. The instructions were go on another run. So in order to do that, ang hinihingi niya is to direct the defenders to the side para daw mag-open up ang paint and they can start their attack from the top of the key. Balik sa inyo.
Justin Baltazar now with a double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Junmar gets San Miguel another serving. King right down the gut of the defense.
Alam mo, sa dami ng sinabi ni Coach Peter Martin dun sa huddle, one thing that you want to stick to the team is hindi pa tapos yung laro.
Yun.
Diba? You don't want to celebrate after that 4-point shot of CJ Perez.
31 puntos na para kay King. Concepcion again. Di mo bra this time. Baltasar hand on it pero hindi matanganan. At si Jericho magkokolar para dito sa mga nakapula. Trollano gets deep against Mikey. Trollano loses control. Napatama pa sa tuhod niya. Mikey to Jalen. 3-ball. They needed that one.
Hasn't been able to knock those down. I mean, consistently, he's had here and there.
King against Baltazar. Glides in, had to adjust. 33 big ones para kay George King.
Well, Hudson, he's got 13 points. 9 of them coming from the 3-point area. Pero yung nga yung sinasabi natin eh. Yung George King, ramdam na ramdam mo yung laro. Yung Hudson, hindi, not as spectacular.
Jericho with a steal, but Concepcion with a counter. Hudson shovels into Baltazar, who located Arana.
There you go. That's the Converge basketball that you want to see.
Arana now with 23. Hernandez trying to size up Concepcion. King with some space, and he makes him pay.
I'm surprised with the defense of Converge not able to get out and challenge that shot.
Concepcion with the ambitious drive kontra kay Abay. Trollano, wala rin sa kabila. Hudson almost losing control there. Mikey over to Baltazar. Elbow jumper. Justin delivers.
I like how the two big men again playing well with each other, giving each other space and opportunities.
Just a 13-point game. Junmar goes to work. Baseline jumper, no. Hudson slapped it off the board. Baltazar will recover. Arana with a reverse.
At ito, Coach Peter Martin, nararamdaman niya na bumabalik na naman itong Converge, calling this timeout quite early to be able to stop this momentum.
Ito yung binabanggit mo, hindi pa tapos to. If you're San Miguel, Coach Peter looking to remind them just that. Junmar Fardo, 6 points, 8 rebounds in just the second game. Coming from an elbow injury. Ito yung kanyang silyado defense of the game, brought to us by Pioneer Ilasusil. Silyado ang bubong, anumang panahon. I really don't know what Concepcion was thinking there, Dom. Junmar waiting sa kanya.
Oo eh.
Pangalawang shot.
Sumubok lang. Sinubok kung kaya.
Pangalawang block na yan para kay Abay this game. San Miguel, their lead is 11. But as you mentioned, momentum was starting to shift the way of Converge once again. Off by timeout. ATO after timeout. Ball movement.
Ball movement and being able to find the gap in that zone defense naman ng Converge.
1:15-1:02. 13 abante ng SMB. Mikey swings. Concepcion thought about it. Drives closer. This time he gives it up. Hudson from deep. Nope. Perez with a board. Perez in a foot race with Archie. He leaves it for Jericho. Nice bounce to Trollano. And Don is in double digits once again.
Penetrating those gaps in that defense of Converge, making the defense commit. One little pass, easy 2 points para sa San Miguel.
Baltasar stepping through, snuck it through the outstretched arms of Fajardo.
The locals now of Converge needing to be able to get some points on the board. But defensively, it's been too easy for San Miguel.
As good as the Justins have been, especially in this fourth quarter, as Junmar scores his 8th point. Ito yung mga pagkakataong down by 15 ka, 6 minutes to go, less than 6.
Yeah.
Kakailanganin mo may magte-take over na important.
Exactly.
Sabi mo nga, ito yung first big test para sa Converge after yung 3-0 start. Nice pass.
He's making the right plays, right? If you're Hudson. Yun lang yung mga shots that you'd expect him to make or hope him to make, but not been able to do it consistently yet.
Jericho will back up. Big from Abay. Inside they go to Jumar. He's got 10.
Moving well without that basketball. Diba kanina pa natin sinasabi yun dito sa Converge, but San Miguel doing their own.
Baltasar over to Hudson. That ball movement's still a thing of beauty para sa Converge.
Both teams actually moving well without that basketball. Ito lang San Miguel. Yung streakiness nila, them being able to bunch up points.
Next game ng Converge, almost a week from now. That'll be against the NT. That's July 28 at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Kanina pa ako Friday, Miyerkules pa lang pala.
Wednesday pa lang.
Kasi
Ayun.
sabi ko, bakit mag-iisang linggo yung 28, 22 na?
Oo nga.
Parang mali.
Ulitin mo.
PBA.
Next games naman ng San Miguel.
Sa 26, linggo yan sa Spartanella. 8 legs ang kalaban, ha?
Ayan.
Bigat din yan.
Tapos susunod na mga kalaban nila. Sa Wednesday naman. Next Wednesday, kalaban nila ang Titan.
Yun, no? Galing mo talaga, no? Naalala mo lahat yun.
Oo, Tapos sunod na kalaban nila, TNT. Sa Sabado naman.
Bigat yan. Alam mo yung NLEX, ha? 3-0 rin yan.
Yes.
And they are in the midst of a 12-day break. They come back on Sunday against San Miguel.
That and Magu, more time with their new head coach, Jimmy Alaman.
Yan. Eh, laking bagay nun, eh. Like 3-0 ka under Coach Jimmy and you had another close to 2 weeks to prepare. Then you take on these guys, the San Miguel Beermen. Perez dives in. Hangs in the air. And one para kay CJ.
Kita mo, when he absorbed the contact, hindi man lang natinag eh. Diba? Just how strong CJ Perez was.
Play of the game natin yan. Hatid sa atin ang Sports Bus.
Usually pag absorb mo ng contact, ikaw yung mapapailag with Perez just going through. Like, Arana was not even there.
Mahihirapan ka na San Miguel, di.
Oo
Saka
nga.
sakaling magtuloy-tuloy dahil conference side ni si CJ, conference side din to si Marcio. And ang ganda pa nung nilalaro. Naka-conference high tying 37 points na si George.
Can I phone a friend?
Para ka dyan.
A friend din.
Ayan.
Friend lang sabi ko, hindi naman ikaw.
Hindi. Bahala ka magdesisyon. Bahala ka magdesisyon. Stockton for 3. Hindi nagkaamo yan si Abueva at Arana doon. 14 abante ng San Miguel. Converge in dire need of a stop. Abay. Holding it up high. They go to George. 3 ball gives them a 40 piece. But they want to get Junmar going. Dispalinghado nga lang yung pasa. Converge wants to go on a faster pace now, down by 14. Juan is back.
You need to be able to get more shots up.
Yung MJ Garcia, hindi na rin nabalik dito, no? Juan Gomez looking around. They go to Mikey. He hasn't taken a shot as of late. I don't remember him taking a shot in the fourth. Couldn't get the bounce there. Juan gets the board. Taken away by George. Goodbye.
Yung angat ng George King, mapakaliwa, mapakanan, pareho eh.
41 na pala yun. 41 big points, a conference best para kay George. Hindi na tayo nagugulat dahil yung black water yan, sumising kwenta.
Ang hirap.
Diba? Pwede bang tatlo? Palaki dyan. Si Ken, pasakitin mo rin ulo. Yun, oh. Abot na abot.
Ang maganda dito kay George King, simula't simula, yung energy was max hanggang dito sa dulo tuloy-tuloy pa rin.
Ano naman? 41 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Kompletos recados para kay King. At 4 na beses kinurunahan ng sarili. Ito na.
Oo. Yun lang, may 5 turnover.
Ito na yung ating 2-minute warning. Last 2 minutes, atin po sa atin ang Sports Plus. Junmar with the board. Double-double na rin yata si Abay. Para palalo kang paguluhan. Hindi, siyam pa lang. Isa pa, Abay.
Isa
Guluhin
pa.
mo si Dom. Guluhin
Isa
mo si
pa.
Dom, please.
But look at San Miguel understanding what they need to do. At yun nga, yung mga reminders kanina ni Coach Peter Martin na hindi pa tapos yung laro after that third quarter.
Jericho to the cup. No. Look at King. Still hustle back. Trying to go for that steal. And yan, isa pa sa mga bago sa FIBA. After a made basket in the last 2 minutes of any game, pwede mag-sub. Ayan, sample yan, pinapakita sa atin. Brondial will come in para kay Abay and Jericho and Misi para kay King. Walang dead ball yan, ha? FIBA rules, pwede yan. Kinakahulan nung San Miguel fan si George King.
Nakikita mo, the team loves him. The fans love him as well because of that energy that he gives.
San Miguel on the way to a 3-0 start sa kanilang Group A campaign dito sa Governor's Cup. Unang bahid naman to para sa Converge. Magiging 3-1 sila. So yung Sunday game, ha? NLEX San Miguel 3-0 versus 3-0.
Unbeaten, both teams.
Don Pedro applauding the effort here.
Mago, I really felt that nung nag-switch yung defense itong San Miguel Beermen when they zoned up, Converge had a problem.
Yun.
With it.
Kasi lalo na hindi na tumama yung mga tres. Ano? Your zone buster not working. Arana inside from Abeba.
Andun pa rin yung mga inside passes nitong Converge but not able to get those outside shots.
Gotta like how they're staying disciplined. 29 puntos para dito kay Arana. And then yung San Miguel, pinakitaan din tayo ng passing.
And not letting off the gas. I think that's what's important for the San Miguel Beermen. Yung intensity nila defensively, offensively for 48 minutes.
Second attempt of the fourth quarter para kay Mikey is a 4. Gotta start thinking caution at this point of the game. 3-0 tsaka 3-1
Oo.
magkatabla.
Hindi lang yun, di ba? Positioning din yan eh. Kasi alam mo yung top 4 teams in Group A and top 4 teams in Group B ang maglalaban. And yung A1 tsaka yung B4 ang maglalaban.
Siyempre, mas malakas sa isang grupo sa mas mahinang seed. Matatapat. Kung sakasakali may mga triple tie, yung mga ganitong basket ang ginakailangan.
Diyan, with another rebound.
Titira pa yun si Calvin. Coach, you still gotta think it. You play to the buzzer. Juan Gomez beats the buzzer. That's gonna be a 6-point win para sa San Miguel.
San Miguel, like we mentioned, ang ganda ng kanilang pinakita. You could see that they were on the same page the entire 48 minutes. Even when they changed up defensively, nandun sila. Even when Converge kept moving that basketball and making it difficult for them, they were able to come. But right from the start, CJ Perez, we talked about him starting out really hot. In the end, 31 points, 4 rebounds, 12 of 17 from the field. He is our best player of the game.
Player of the game, of course, brought to us by Sports Plus. Honorable mention, the 41-piece mula dito kay George and the breakout performance para kay Lassiter.
Well, you like how a number of guys played well for San Miguel. Kumbaga, nag-flex sila, pinakita nila how good they can be, putting up 128 points on the board, moving that basketball, getting a lot of easier shots, fantastic coaching performance by Peter Martin.
Don Pedro is 3-0 as the interim coach of SME. Naubos daw po.
Naubos?
Naubos ang
Parang
book ni
dati
Pedro.
pa.
Parang matagal na. Ay, break muna tayo bukas, Dom. Pero sa Biyernes, tayo ay nasa Big Dome.
Ito na, Magnolia and Meralco teams that talagang inaabangan. And then itong Blackwater, much improved, taking up the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings.
128-122 your final score. Once again, San Miguel improves to 3-0. Converge drops to 3-1.
Congratulations to our player of the game, CJ Perez. CJ, paano mo pinaghandaan at tinrabaho yung outside shooting mo knowing na masikip sa lane dahil sa dalawang Justins ngayong gabi?
I'm just lucky kasi pumapasok yung mga tira ko today. And yeah, credit to my teammates, George, kasi he keep on attacking and give me space sa outside din. Buti na lang nasushoot ko, yun.
Can you talk more about your dynamics with George? Paano mo nakukuha yung scoring mo knowing na explosive rin ang inyong import?
No, nagtutulungan lang talaga kami and we know George, he can score every time but ini-involve na niya talaga kami, lahat kami and our defense help us to like, yun.
CJ, before I let you go, alam kong marami kang gustong batiin your family, lalo na yung mga sumusuporta sa mga online videos mo. Go ahead.
Shout out sa mga followers ng asawa ko, si Sis Malls. Dito sa mga kids, family ko sa Nueva Ecija, sa Pangasinan, mama ko, mga sa Itlog at Buko ni Cabola. Mga SMB fans, maraming salamat. Fans ng PBA, patuloy yung suporta ng PBA. And yun, TMG, shout out. And
Maraming salamat, CJ. Let's now turn it over to the press conference room.
Congratulations, Coach Peter Martin. 5 guys ended in double digits. What did you think the Beermen executed seamlessly in the second half that allowed you also to create that separation?
Can I be honest? I don't know. I really don't know. They just played. I think they came out with a sense of urgency in the second half. In the first half, they were medyo gigil sa first 5 minutes, so we got that big lead. And then like San Miguel fashion sometimes, one of the things that we have to correct is complacency. Coach Leo every day will tell us that, knowing that that's sometimes our problem, but I think tonight we solved it.
Actually, pinanga po natin, anong mga pangyayari? Second game ng ating PBA Wednesday sa Inares Center sa Antipolo, labanan ng 2-0 na San Miguel Beermen at ng 3-0 na Converge FiberXers. First quarter, CJ Perez really setting the tone.
Simula pa lang. Ang ganda ng simula nitong San Miguel Beermen. They were on the gas right off the start. They were moving that ball, they were running, and they were passing and sharing that ball. Earlier on, by CJ. Next up, Marshall Laster knocking down that 3.
Laster snapping out of his 2-game funk early on in this one. 10 na abante na San Miguel nung nahanap nila si King on the run. And they snapped on, they pushed that lead all the way to 17 bago nagsimulang magising ang Converge, courtesy of Alex Stockton.
Well, that first group, San Miguel really beat the first group nitong Converge. And then when the guys coming off the bench for Converge came in and was able to cut down that lead to 7.
Second quarter will feature Justin Arana. Another solid performance para dito sa batang ito. 29 puntos, no?
Well, you look at the second quarter para dito sa Converge, ikot ng bola. You saw that 1 assist, 11 in total for Converge in a 37-point quarter.
Pero nung nahuli na ng Converge ang kalamangan, nabura yung 17 hinabol nila. San Miguel went to the old reliable in Super Marshall Laster.
Marshall Laster scoring 8 of the 31 points of San Miguel. Classic Marshall Laster knocking that down.
Definitely, Marcio is back. He has announced this entry into the Governor's Cup. Calvin Abueva though getting that 3 back bago matapos yung second frame.
Well, Calvin Abueva, pinasok yan to change things up, to be able to get big plays, and he did just that by knocking down that 3 in the end.
Marcio Lassiter finished this game with 18 big ones. Si Abueva naman sa kabila. May panakanakang puntos, naka-double digits din with 10. At the half, it was just a 1-point game. San Miguel 61, Converge 60. Balti had a double-double tonight.
Well, you look at Justin Baltasar. Ang maganda sa kanila, they play really well together. They don't stop. They get rebounds. They go to the open spots para pahirapan itong kalaban. But the San Miguel Beermen, this quarter belonged to them. They were doing everything well. They were rebounding. They were spacing out. They were knocking down 3-point shots. In the end, this was a 41-point third quarter para sa Beermen.
And this is how the Beermen took this game by the horns. Alex Stockton, though, scoring another 3 there to keep Converge within shouting distance. CJ Perez ended that third in the loudest way possible.
And you gotta love that dance move by CJ Perez in the end. That was a tough shot. Yes, you can get lucky. But in the end, CJ Perez with that concentration, knocking down that 4-pointer.
Parang si Dominic. Uy! Yung mga grooves ng dalawang yon. 102-91, it is San Miguel by 11. Fourth quarter action will feature Balti. We talked about his double-double. He ended with 16 points, 12 rebounds tonight. But Jun Marfardo, over at the other side, nagparamdam na din.
Well, Jun Marfardo coming back slowly. They're easing him back into his being into game shape. Going to that open spot. King finding him. Junmar with that reverse.
26 minutes, 10 points, 9 rebounds para kay Abay. CJ Perez though, this night definitely belonged to him, Dom. 31 points para dito kay CJ. Ang pinaka-importante, yung 12 of 17 shooting.
Strong all the way from the start, all the way to the end. George King now anticipating that pass and finishing this ball game for the San Miguel Beermen. What a prolific performance once again para dito kay George King.
41 points in 41 minutes. Samahan mo pa ng 11 rebound, 4 na assist, 3 steal, and a block. The Beermen looking as scary as ever ngayong revenge tour nila dito sa Governor's Cup. 128-22 your final score. San Miguel improves to 3-0.
Good fit.